Act 1, Scene 7. Ines. I still dream of Louise and the Cardinal's curse, and I cannot get peace. Was I put here on earth like a wolf with my teeth to take all that was hers? Pedro. If wishes should kill, there's a part of my head that its dreams to fulfill has now rendered her dead. Oh, it was not my will, yet my guilt feels blood red, though it's clear her last will was that we two should wed. Ines. Are we robbing her tomb before she reaches rest, and inviting our doom as we fail each's test? The temptation sets as it throws us its morsels, that each imperfect wretch with the weakness of mortals falls upon helplessly, we puppets on strings, to be judged one day endlessly when the bell rings. Pedro. But my love for you counts as my world, not a morsel, and when I give my account to my Maker immortal, I'll thank him profusely for his perfect plan, the way he introduced me, this imperfect man, to you in whose crucible you'd melt and remould me. No feeling more beautiful than to have your arms hold me. If I'd not wed Constanza, we'd never have met, and I couldn't stand to live on in regret at not taking the chance to still deeper connect, and making you into my lawful wed wife, to bring spring to my winter and bloom to my life. Ines. Though it will not save me that it was her last wish, from the guilt that will plague me forever through this, still my heart swims towards it against my head's tide, the doubt it affords it and the shame that I hide, that I am not good enough to be your queen, and I'd rather turn into dust than to be seen as some kind of embarrassing burden for you. I'm not made for a palace, and I'm not fit to view. Pedro. Well, since your spirit piqued my interest with its fierceness and its spleen, I've not wanted you as princess, but to be my very queen. Ines. What skilled artist could dissemble from unprepossessing me a portrait that could resemble the queen that you think I should be, mistitled by my name and hung upon your palace wall, tugging at my embedded shame as I pray to see it fall? Your protestations vocal all still echo round my head, yet you know my father noble was not to my mother wed. Once, twice, thrice I've told you that your queen I cannot be, yet still I here behold you telling me that should be me. Pedro. Then I'll make you nanny for my children, fair Constanza would approve, and your duties you'll fulfil them, but my heart will never soothe, and I will never marry, for it's nobody but you, and that's the burden that I'll carry right until my days are through. Chorus. And thinking of Constanza, how she wished it Ines slips, and bereft of any answer now, she kisses Pedro's lips. And the night becomes a tumult, guilt and grief and death and love, that melts down every scruple, fear of below, hope of above. And comes Sunday in Coimbra church, their marriage banns are read, as is the way the formal search for reasons they can't wed. The priest also writes to Lisbon, so Afonso gets the news, and no surprise he can't forgive them, so permission is refused. To every priest in every parish an instruction is then sent to forbid the couple's marriage is an incestuous event, based on the vows that Ines gave for little Louis before our God. It's deemed that though he's in his grave, it's a path that still cannot be trod. And every letter's signed and sealed by Dom Pedro in his robes, so they may not at any altar kneel, and will find every door to them is closed.